Rev. Ew.
Gone with the Wind. What can I say about Gone with the Wind? How about, Oh, I hate this movie. I finally got around to watching Gone with the Wind just a couple of years ago, and I was excited when I started. I really was, the whole
Greatest movie ever.
thing it had going on. But, I'll start with a relatively minor issue I had with it. The music. Now, as I said, I was excited when I first started watching it. So, at that first I was like, yeah, bring that thing on. But this is a 4-hour movie. And between just about every scene, they would play those few bars again. Da 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 da. And again. Da 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 da. And by the time you're just halfway through the movie, and it gets to the end of a scene, you're like, no, they're going to do it. Guys, please don't do it. No, no, da, 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 no. I didn't count it, but it was like 187,000 times by the end of the movie. Every time someone took a breath. Da, 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 da. The only way I got through the movie was imagining it was done by some like drunken kazoo orchestra or something. Hit it, guys. But that's only the music, and as annoying as that was, it is nothing next to that Scarlet chick. What a brat! From the very first minute we see that Scarlet chick on the screen, right? She's talking to a couple of blokes on the front porch, and the guys are like saying there's gonna be a war, and she's all, why, fiddle-dee-dee, there ain't gonna be no war, none. How far out of touch with reality do you have to be to say there isn't going to be a war when it's quite obvious to anyone with half a brain cell that there is at least one on the way? But enough about Barack Obama. Scarlet is either ignorant by stupidity, or she's just a totally self-absorbed, obnoxious little brat. And these guys seem to like her. What's up with them? Hang on. Okay, kids, let's take a breath here. Okay, this is a 4-hour movie, and we're just at the start, and this is
The greatest movie ever.
So it'll get better, right? So even though Scarlett's like Bratzilla now, by the end of the movie she'll be like a mix of Mother Teresa, Florence Nightingale and Ellen Ripley all rolled into one, right? Right? Come on, guys, it can't be 4 hours of this, can it? Yes, it can. And if anything, she gets even worse. So, you remember that war that their fiddle-dee-dee wasn't going to be? Well, their fiddly-diddly was one. The American Civil War, to be precise. Now, the American Civil War, do you guys know what the reasons for that war were? No, not that. I'm talking the real reason for the war. No, I'm sorry, whatever you are thinking, you are wrong. The entire Civil War was fought for the sole purpose of inconveniencing Ms. Scarlett O'Horrible. Seriously? That's right, kids. The scene that best sums this up is when Rhett's helping her escape from Atlanta. Civil War Atlanta. Look it up, take your time, I'll wait. Okay, have you got that? Righto. So they're on the way out of Atlanta on this small buggy, and a line of totally battered Confederate soldiers is crossing the road in front of them in their way. So what does Little Miss Everything Is About Me say?
Oh, those poor men. We'll have to take them back home and give them whatever food and clothes we have.
No. Troy,
Oh, I wish they would fiddle-dee-dee hurry up.
it's all about how it affects her. I think it was around about that point that I just gave up hoping for any sign of humanity from her and just waited for the rest of the thing to finish. And thankfully, after 4 hours, it does end, and even Rhett wakes up and walks out on her. Rhett said at the start of the movie that she needed to be kissed often and by somebody that knows how. I think he meant she needed to be slapped often and by somebody that knows how. But as things were though, after 4 of our hours and 12 of Scarlett's years, she hasn't learned anything or grown up.
But hey, she can think about all that tomorrow. For tomorrow is another day.
Yes, Scarlett, you could get infinite another days, alright? But you would always be the same unbearable, obnoxious sociopath little brat. So yeah, kids, that's Gone with the Wind, Stay with the Brat. And on the rev, scale, this overlong, overrated, I am so totally over it movie is, frankly my dear, an So that's it again, kids. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and
Tune in next time when the truth will be rev.
ew.
Ew.